And Thompson gets the first tap down towards Colliger. So the Bannockburn side want a quick start. He goes long. Lynch leads. Well, he actually pushed back there to fill the to match up on Ross Dillon. The ball came straight to him and he took the mark. So he's in the right place at the right time there. And is that 50? It's 50 for obviously not coming back on the mark quickly enough.
So boy, how can you come back in the mark when the kick is already gone?
Well, Dean Lynch has got it. And he'll have it now up at half back.
I wouldn't like to buy land. He's got about a 30-metre penalty, I reckon.
Lynch now, half-back flank, goes long towards half-forward looking for Hayes. Behind White, uses the body well. Peters rode beautifully. Shorty runs from half-forward, great kick, look at that. That is a fantastic kick to Sean O'Leary on the lead, in the left pocket.
That's a training drill.
That is a training drill. David Peters, great roving, off the side of the pack from Shane Hayes in the marking contest. And he's hit Sean O'Leary, and we'll know when Sean kicks a goal if he has, because he'll run straight back towards the centre. He comes in, 30 metres out. No, he hasn't kicked that, I know that straight away. Towards Nathan Murray and Mick Turner, and Mick Turner has taken the mark in the back pocket. In the opposite back pocket, Social Club side of the ground. Plays on now, left foot kick towards half back, Perkins. And also against him, Gunn, there he is again, running again. With the right foot up towards the pocket. I think he's kicked it wide this time, he has. It's going to be a free kick to Glenn Thompson. So where Mick Turner had it 30 seconds ago, Glenn Thompson will have it now.
Glenn Thompson on Sean O'Leary is an interesting move. Thompson goes to centre half back, and Delahant is there for Bannockburn. They haven't gained much at this point, but Steve Delahant with the footy, well, almost back in the 10-metre square. Now he goes wide to half back flank. The lead is out there from Phil Egan. And I think Bannockburn supporters will be pretty pleased to see him on the ground. Just chips it over the top to Mick Turner. Mick Turner went with one hand. The ball comes to ground. Oh, blatant push in the back. And, well, the umpire has seen it because he had the same angle that we did. If we could see it, surely the umpire could. And it is Senjov. Drives back towards centre half forward. Well, the only player going for the ball there was Luke Thompson of East Geelong. Seemed to have 3 or 4 metres on Matty Pilgrim. And has chipped the ball to half forward flank and been taken in defence by Phil Egan. Plays on, drives it over the centre, and Wayne Tyquin, probably first mark for the day, I'd suggest. He's taken it in the centre square, just ahead there of his opponent there in John Stefanowski. Big kick from Tyquin. It's gone now inside 50. Well, pushing the back there, not paid. There's 2 Bannockburn players going to raffle this. Which one's the umpire going to give it to? Looks like Andrews. No, Andrews.
Ronnie Pilgrim, I think.
Now, who is going to have to kick? The umpire. Well, I don't think he can make his mind
Ran
up.
away.
He's gone. So Shane Andrews, I think it probably would have been better in the arms of Ronnie Pilgrim, actually, because Shane Andrews kicking today has just been a little bit off. He's going to be kicking from 50. If he gets a goal here, it'll be a godsend for Bannockburn. It's a good-looking kick that's wild. Well, it's come back. Reuter touches it right on the line, and Peters actually threw it through the behind. So
it's like a hot potato, wasn't it?
It was. So that's the first score of the third quarter. It's gone to Bannockburn, and that might be a concern. They kicked the first behind of the game in the first quarter. 5-7, 37 Bannockburn. They trail East Geelong 11 goals straight on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard, and it's 3.5 minutes second half.
Purcell's nearly kicked it well up to himself and waited 30 seconds for it to come down, but he's played on and got it to Marcus at centre half back, who drives it long towards centre wing. Gunn turns around. He called out by Murray. Good call too. Murray's taken the mark. Plays on quickly. He got a lead. Oh, slipping over at the crucial stage there was Sean Rundle. Doesn't sit for him, but he tackles well. Sanjov in there fighting hard. Breaks free. Wheels around on that left boot. Short little kick in for Thompson. Pushed off the ball by Pilgrim. Coming through Steve Thompson. Handball over top to Colliger. Runs away. Reuter gives chase and does well to keep pressure on him. Kick around the corner was great though. And found Kevin Connors at centre half forward. Plays on quickly. And give it to Egan by hand. Goes by foot in the end towards Harding, who can't take the mark. Purcell does well and holds it up again. Hill in there fighting hard for it as well. Got Williams wide, but he's tackled. He's ripped off the foot. He could have been holding the ball.
Trouble.
Ronnie Pilgrim, left foot kick. Spiral torpedo punt in the end through for 1 behind to Ronnie Pilgrim. 2 goals, 1 to him. And 5-8-38 Bannockburn. They trail East Geelong 11 straight 66. And that is on the Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 5 minutes gone.
Well, certainly, I'd say Phil Egan's had a bit to say, Laurie, at half-time because their attitude at the footy is a bit different.
Yes, Eric, and he's had a couple of touches himself, which is also very important, and they look as if they're prepared to run a little bit more at Bannockburn. That's what they're going to have to do.
Well, Stefanowski kicked it to himself, ran off from the full-back position and landed the ball almost on centre wing. But off hands, it's been pushed toward the boundary line between Peters and Pilgrim. Pilgrim map, and off their hands the ball is out of bounds, almost through centre wing, this time on the change room side of Richmond Crescent. In comes the ball. Reuter gets a tap clearly away. Unable to pick the ball up there was Rundle of East Geelong, and they've gained 15 metres, East Geelong, and the ball will be thrown in once again.
Sure, Rundle just can't get a handle on it at the moment.
No, can't. That's, well, Reuter slipped over and allowed Steve Thompson to get hands on the footy, and, well, there's a lot of players falling to ground. The footy's under there somewhere, and one of the last to emerge is Steve Delahant, and, well, there's one more, and it's, would you believe, there's O'Connor. I don't know why. Daniel O'Connor. Umpire puts the ball up in the air. Up high over the top there was the East Geelong player, and Marcos hits it toward the boundary. Colliger can't get it. Well, there's a lot of indiscriminate handballs being thrust around there. Finally, it's Marcos handball to, on this occasion, Rundle. Can he get clear? Gets a kick this time. The half forward, Shane Hayes. Well, I've got to say that David White doing a fantastic job on Hayes. We suggested he was miles too small, but he's been able to punch the ball away, and on that occasion he did, and found the safety of the boundary line. And Laurie, we've got to suggest it's a good move.
Yes, it is, Eric. The only criticism I've got at the moment is East Geelong are going a little bit too much around the boundary line. Hasty should be across and going more direct to him.
O'Connor, slick little kick towards half forward now. Turner leads in the race to the ball. Handball wide. Looking for Perkins. Stands there. Slick little handball to White. He goes for the tumbling punt towards centre wing. Reuter, can he make up the ground? No, he can't. Can't keep it in. And he and Brett Harding see it over on centre wing. Southern side of the ground. Overcast now. Sun's gone under. But no rain as yet. Was forecast for this afternoon. Might make the job a little bit more difficult for Bannockburn if the rain does come. Boundary throw in. Reuter and Thompson. Reuter gets it down to the front. Quick kick by East towards centre half forward. Coming across Gibson and Tyquin. Tyquin leads in the race to the ball. Then slips over the crucial stage. Handball to Connors. Connors now left foot kick around the corner towards the full forward position. Williams is there fighting for it as well. And getting it away is Lincoln East towards the 10 metre square. Matthew East has followed it up. His kick smothered by Williams. Great defensive play. Rips him off the footy. Back towards Damien Williams again. Handball chopped off towards Lincoln East. Got a bit of time now. Can he screw it around far enough? No, he can't. And he's pushed it out of bounds on the full for a free kick. Going to be Dale Purcell on the last line defence for the Eagles. Plays on quickly. Gives it to Dean Lynch on the cricket pitch area. Oh, wanted to play on. Kick around the corner. Danger. Goes towards Tyquin. Off a couple of steps, goes long with a left foot kick, back to the 10 metre square. Purcell runs back, keeps his eye on the ball, gets some support from Williams, and they see it through for a rush behind. So they get a 5-9-39 now. Bannockburn, East Geelong 11 straight 66, and that is on Alexis Wyndham. Third quarter scoreboard. 8 minutes played in the third term. Dale Purcell will do it all again.
They just need to get a goal to break the ice, Bannockburn, Laurie, don't they? They've had a lot of the play.
Yeah, they're trying very hard, Eric. They just can't just seem to get that one through there. All credit must go to East Geelong defence. I mean, there was every chance of getting a goal there, but they swooped on it and kept it in there.
Oh, great kick in by Purcell. 50 metres and hit Andrew Hill on the chest at half back. He drills it towards Thompson and Senjov. Senjov does well, gets a good shepherd. Wheels back around onto the right boot. Goes back inboard looking for Hayes. Great kick and finds the big man. Takes it, wants a runner past. Look forward. Had O'Connor, Lexlow to go with a kick from the middle towards centre half forward Murray. Look at Peters, front and centre, where he has to be. Look at Shorty, great play. Can he finish it off? He runs with a left boot, kicks it towards O'Leary, and he can't take the mark. Off hands coming through Gadd. Also there DeLang and Sean Rundle. Good defensive play by the Tigers. But good play, David Peters at the fall of the ball.
Great roving, Jason. Magnificent.
Yeah, his disposal was to the right position, just as Sean O'Leary couldn't get the mark.
So a boundary throw in 30 metres out from East Geelong's goal. O'Connor in the end goes up with DeLang and gets it down. Tried to get the handball away, lost it. DeLang gets those hands free again. Handball was great to Rundle on the boundary line. Tries to measure the goal. He's pushed it across and through
First
for
point.
One behind. Sean Rundle should get dragged for that. First blemish for the Eagles. 11 goals, 1, 67 they are now, the Eagles. Bannockburn 5-9-39. Lex Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard. And we've been playing 10 minutes.
Laurie, in real terms, that was the first shot from outside 35, probably that East Geelong have had. They've been able to get the ball in close most of the day.
Yes, they've been able to run it in very well, Eric. It's they're not going to kick every goal all day, of course, but.
From the kick in, Stephen Gadd took the mark. He's he's hugged the boundary line,
yep.
but mark taken for Bannockburn. Can't quite
David
see
White.
David White taking it to the left of our broadcast position now. Tyquin, strong mark in front of our broadcast position. And Stefanowski probably didn't go the spoil as well as he could have on that occasion. Now Tyquin goes towards half-forward flank in the direction of Ronnie Pilgrim. He overruns it. Williams overruns it for East, and it's over the boundary line.
There was a little bit of experience there with John Stefanowski, and he did hold him up momentarily, and that was just enough to stop Wayne getting around quick.
I probably wouldn't mind having him at centre half forward anyway, with East Geelong having Tyquin up there, because it takes him way out of the goals if he's taking marks on the wing.
True. From the throw in there, good throw in. At the back is Andrew Reuter. Double fisted toward the boundary. The only person anywhere near the ball is Delahan. A nice little chip pass to Ronnie Pilgrim. Haven't gained much Bannockburn, but they have possession. Now there's another kick to the forward pocket. Colliger takes the mark and plays on quickly. Drives it to the goal square. It's a magnificent looking kick. It's a mark, I'd suggest, to Bannockburn. Is it Andrews?
It's not a mark, it's a goal.
Yes, one or the other, but Shane Andrews probably would prefer to say it's a goal, because he's going to be on the impossible angle now for a left footer. But no, he's gained a little bit, or has he? No, the umpire's putting him right round almost on the boundary line, and that's unbelievable, isn't it? I don't know how they worked that one out. He's marked it on the goal line, now he's on the boundary. So Shane Andrews for a left footer. This would be a miraculous goal if he were able to kick it. Well, he's kicked it with the check side.
Kicked it.
And the goal umpire moving in very smartly. Great goal there to Shane Andrews of Bannockburn. And that's the first goal for the third quarter. And it's gone to Bannockburn. On the Lexington Wyndham scoreboard, 6-9-45 Bannockburn. They trail East Geelong 11-1-67. That's 12 minutes into the third quarter.
Well, that's one to drag back, Eric, and they just chipped it around a little bit there. That's probably uncharacteristic of Bannockburn's style of play, but it bared fruit, as the saying goes, and it was a great effort. We'd have to debate that kicking, that decision on the goal line there one other time. We'll get a bit of time, Eric, I think.
Right up, big thump away towards centre half forward. Senjov got a hand to it. Great little handball. Fantastic play to Peters. Kick it long. Got a push in the back. Oh, lucky, very lucky.
He must have
held on to it for a long time.
He must have run 30 metres.
Oh, at half forward now. Goes to the right boot, long towards O'Leary again, and Thompson. O'Leary uses the body. Great play. Quick reply for the Eagles, maybe. Sean O'Leary marking 15 metres out. Slight angle. Shorty was very lucky then. Oh, got run down. How was the handball though from Senjov? It's terrific.
He was very lucky, probably not to get pinged there. He tried to use a handball.
O'Leary measures it.
I don't think so.
He's put it. Well, he reckons he's put it through because he's run back to the middle of the ground, so he has. So that means it's a goal. He's third. Quick reply for the Eagles. 12-1-73 now. East Geelong. Bannockburn 6-9-45. That's on Alexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 13 minutes played.
Probably, Laurie, that's the one that Bannockburn really didn't want, because they'd gone 12 minutes and struggled to get one, and within a minute East Geelong answered.
Yes, I've noticed in the pattern of play, when Shorty gets that ball, he always holds up just momentarily, and he kicks it out for Sean on the bit of a lead.
And that's obviously the way that O'Leary's got to get it. He's got to be leading.
Exactly right.
In the middle, Reuter gets it down again to O'Connor. Lovely little handball, this time to Peters. Peters just the wild kick towards half forward. Matty Pilgrim attacks the footy, punches it long, wide and handsome. It's going toward the boundary line. Peters again leads in the race for the footy, picks it up, balks. Now he goes back towards centre half forward. In good position is Shane Hayes. And based on his kick in the first quarter would be a chance, but he goes on the left foot. The lead there is Murray. Oh, he attacks the footy also, and this is the benefit of East Geelong so far. Handball back to Reuter. Reuter, well, the inside-out torpedo is, well, great work, DeLang. Unfortunately, didn't quite get it to his teammate, but the handball comes to Senjov off one foot. He's going to, well, the ball's going to be marked beside the goalpost, and O'Leary, well, I guess he faked the lead, came back, and totally out-positioned. I guess he's more inexperienced opponent in Scotty Thompson. I don't know whether he'd have a lot of experience back at fullback, but Sean O'Leary's gone for the check side, and don't tell me he's missed.
No, he didn't put the hands up then.
Well, I watched the footy. I wasn't watching him. So that's
watch Sean.
12-74 is East Geelong. They lead Bannockburn 6-9-45 on the Lexus Wyndham scoreboard. 15 minutes.
I think he actually tried to kick that one just a bit too hard. He didn't have to kick it that hard.
Glenn Thompson from fullback for the Tigers. Steve gives him a lead. Steve Thompson goes in that direction. Murray have to go up. He can't. Thompson does well. Half back, taking the mark. Pilgrim gives him a lead. Williams goes with him. He goes in that direction now. Sets it up in front. Good kick. Williams from behind. Great thump. Connors Should be there, gets a shepherd from Pilgrim. Connor's on the right boot. You don't see that too often. Andy Reuter stands up against Colliger, gives it away to O'Connor. Nowhere to kick really, so he goes across towards DeLang. Harding goes up, takes the mark at half forward. Now he's got Perkins out wide, just chips it up for him. Oh, he has to come back, gripper, and take the mark. He does at half forward, takes the grab. Lead on from Dylan, goes in that direction. Also in the pocket, Colliger followed it down and took the mark. 35 metres out, 45-degree angle.
Probably the best passage to play for Bannockburn, Laurie, and
Yeah.
nearly for the game.
They shared the ball around nice in Eric, and that's what they haven't been doing all day. They haven't had the options here. They haven't been setting up opportunities for their players to deliver the ball, but that was probably one of the first occasions.
Nice to see the sun come out, Chase.
It is. As Troy Colliger lines up from the right forward pocket. Comes in and kicks the goal. Good kick, Troy Colliger. His first. And the 7th for Bannockburn. They go to 7-9-51. They trail East Geelong, who are 12-2-74. That is on the Lexington Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 16 minutes gone in the third quarter.
A little bit of hand touching and a bit of bonding going out there from Bannockburn, so that's a good sign for them, and they're still in the game.
So, well, not far away. 12-2 to 7-9. Back to the middle. That's where they have to get it out from Bannockburn. East Geelong have been getting it out quite regularly, putting pressure on the Bannockburn defence. So back to the middle. Reuter and Thompson. In fact, it's going to be Ross Dillon in the ruck now for Bannockburn, up against Andy Reuter. Pye throws the ball up. Dillon gets it down. Gibson in there fighting hard, as is Gunn. Gets a kick around the corner towards half forward. DeLang comes at it. The big man, Senjov, stands his ground. Dwayne Broom against him on half-back flank. Oh, Senjov tries to tackle him. Can't do so. Short little kicks. Okay, finds Perkins from Broom. Plays on now. Right foot kick from half-back towards half-forward. Looking for Tyquin. Stefanowski behind. Big thump away towards centre wing. Delahan's there. Blind turn. Goes with the right boot. Outside of the right boot. Back towards half-forward. Brett Harding. Roves it, does well, handball backwards towards Colliger, gives it away to Brett Harding again, who followed it up, got away from Reuter. Can he kick the goal? 2 in a minute. Great kick.
Oh.
Great kick, he's third. And Bannockburn's 8th. They go to 8-9-57 now, Bannockburn. East Geelong 12-2-74. Lexington Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 17.5 minutes gone. And back to 17 points.
Three-quarter time, Shell Stadium, Geelong 14-6. 23 points up on Adelaide 9-13. Is it enough, Laurie?
For Geelong?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably enough. I think they're home there.
Is it enough here, though?
No, look, I don't think so. I think we're going to be in for a game here, and yeah, I think this is going to be one contest.
Back in the middle, Reuter got it down. Delahan, though, got the kick away towards half forward, putting pressure on from the middle now. Pilgrim, Ronnie gets it on the left boot, kick around the corner towards Andrews coming out. Hill off hands, Purcell getting back there in front of Harding. Have to be quick. Handball back towards Williams and the boundary line. And it is over the boundary line for a throw-in, about 40 metres around from Bannockburn's goal. So, keeping the pressure on here, Bannockburn in the middle stage of this third term. 12-2, playing 8-9 now. Boundary throw-in. Stefanowski and Tyquin both get a hand to it. Roved off the back of the pack. Colliger's there, breaks free somehow. Get a kick around the corner towards one-on-one. Hill and Andrews. Andrews stands his ground. Punch away by Hill. Roved to the front of the pack. Harding in the pocket. Oh no! Don't tell me he's kicked it.
He could.
He has. He's fourth. And 2 in a couple of minutes for Brett Harding. He's kicked his fourth. And the 9th for Bannockburn. They go to 9-9-63. They trail East Geelong 12-2-74. And back to 11 points of difference on the Lexington Wyndham third quarter scoreboard.
Yes, we've certainly got a game in our hands now, and this is going to test the character of East Geelong. I guess this is what Dale Purcell will be looking at, what they've got there under the bonnet, Eric.
Absolutely, and test the character at the MCG. Melbourne 11-9, leads Sydney 11-6 at three-quarter time.
Oh, so 3 points of difference at the MCG. Back in the middle, Reuter again against Dillon. Dillon goes up, Reuter gets it down. Peters is there, needs a handball. He was going for a handball, now he goes for a kick to half forward. Thompson runs back with a race to the ball. Pilgrim in there as well. Thompson does well. Handball to Senjov. Senjov on the left side. Goes with a kick towards O'Leary and also Gadd. O'Leary breaks away, tries to play for a free kick, doesn't get one. Handball out. Bannockburn defence only as far as David Peters. Peters have to be quick against East. Drop the footy. Play on the call. Thompson in there. That's Luke. Kick around the corner towards O'Leary. Front and square. Great mark. Stephen Gadd stood his ground. Took the mark. Oh, his handball though. Put Colliger under pressure. Okay to get away though from Hayes. Short little kick towards Dillon across at half back. And also Perkins in there. DeLang comes in. Can he pick the ball up? Oh, they fight for it. The two Bannockburn players kick off the ground back towards East. Back towards Delahan. Gives it back to Colliger. His clearing kick towards a vacant centre wing position. Lincoln East waits for it. Over his head, Purcell there also. The two number 26s go at it. 3-on-1. And they break free, the Tigers. Lincoln East, also Stefanowski in there fighting hard. Lincoln East, can he keep it in for Tyquin? Yes, well, one of them can. Lincoln East kick off the ground. And a diving mark, Brett Harding, who's come alive. Dean Lynch has been put on him. And he's kicked 4 goals, 2 in the last couple of minutes. He's about 50 metres out. Drives with a long kick towards a vacant goal square. Andy Reuter gets back there and will be able to clear for the Eagles.
So Reuter takes the mark. He's got player loose in Marcus on halfback flank. Takes the mark and plays on. Well, didn't know quite what to do with it to finish Marcus, but Williams rescues him, tacks the footy, takes it on the left foot, and Laurie, if you lead out, you just about take that one because he's kicked it wide to the boundary and in front of our broadcast position. The ball has gone out of bounds.
We've got some half-time scores from other GDFL games as well this afternoon.
We have Belpost Hill 6-3, Trail Thompson 8-3, Anarchy 4-4, Trail North Geelong 8-5, Corio 9-6, lead Belmont Lions 5-10, and Werribee Central's 12-12, lead West Cricket and Footy Club 4-2.
Away, Kevin Connors gets it towards half forward. Oh, up there, Marcus can't take the mark, handball away. In fact, it was Lynch, got it towards Stefanowski. He can try and break free and does so, keeps his feet, does well. Good balance through the middle towards centre half forward. Murray and Turner. Murray does well, read it better, took the mark. And we'll just settle things down at half forward. Pretty open forward line for O'Leary. Now getting back there wide, he kicks it long towards full forward. O'Leary in front of Thompson, pushed away this time. A great play, David White, front and centre, got it. And White towards Mick Turner. He's 2-on-1 with Thompson with him and breaks away, gets a kick towards half back. Gunn and also Perkins. Perkins does well to keep it in, does he? No, he can't. And it's out of bounds between wing and half forward for the Eagles on the outer side. 12-2-74 East Geelong, 9-9-63 Bannockburn.
Laurie, if anything, at the 21-minute mark in the third quarter, the game's gone up a notch, if that's possible.
Well, it certainly has, Eric, and I was just probably a bit critical on Nathan Murray, then he should have played on quicker.
Marcus, handball, in a tackle towards half forward. Senjov there working hard, but numbers again with Bannockburn. Turner gets it towards half forward. Stefanowski, punch away again. Reuter running across half back and give it away to Williams, does so. But he's going to be under pressure. And he is against East, but got the ball back to Reuter, kick off the ground. Foot race, now Reuter. Well, he might beat Colliger to the ball. He does so, does he? Colliger gets there. Little toe poke was great. Got Matthew East as well in support. And Colliger with a right foot towards half forward. Pilgrim. Williams has to make up a bit of ground. Does so brilliantly. And also sees it over the boundary line on the cricket pitch area at half back or half forward for Bannockburn.
See that contest in front of our broadcast position. There really is a contest now, Laurie. Players' eyes for the footy, and they're really going hard at it.
Definitely, Eric. And I'm just looking at Andrew Reuter. He's out on his feet just about.
Yes.
I was just thinking, I don't know what Andrew's on, but I want some of it.
It's great to see him play well because he came back last year. From the throw in the forward pocket, Tyquin doing the ruck work for Bannockburn. Picked up in defence for East Geelong. Dale Purcell off one step, looks for Reuter on half back. Great tap away by Dylan, picked up by East. East on the left foot, a magnificent looking kick. We were right behind that kick of Matty East. He's kicked his second, and really we do have a game on our hands now because at the 23-minute mark of the third quarter, the Lexus and Wyndham scoreboard shows Bannockburn 10-9-69. Trail East Geelong 12-2-74, only by 5 points.
Yeah, this is a good contest, Eric. It's going to put East Geelong under pressure. We've seen them 2 weeks in a row for a week and a half and 3 quarters. They probably haven't been under much pressure. Now they're going to be under pressure for the next quarter and a bit. We'll just see what they're made of.
So it's 10-9-69, 12-2-74. Back to 5 points of difference. Back in the middle, Reuter and Ross Dillon. Dillon goes early and gets it down. Reuter's there, tries to tap it on. Delahunt, O'Connor, getting back there. Rundle, kick around the corner towards centre wing. Getting across there, Perkins. Does it sit for him? Bounces away, coming across. And that is a tap out. And that is Shields on the ground, Nathan Shields.
I'm going to tell you something. I might be an old coach, but there's one way to beat Andrew Reuter. You don't have to watch any of these videos. You have to run and jump at him.
Well, I think young Dylan's done it.
Dylan's doing it now and getting the ball out of the centre.
Hayes, Dillon in the ruck contest, falls to the back. Delahunt gets it away to Colliger, who breaks free from Marcus, does he? Well, he gets a handball away to Matty East on the toes, gets it, picks it up from 55, wobbly punt. Hill kept his eye on it, Andrews didn't, and he took the mark. He's got Williams breaking free off Pilgrim, and switches play to him. Now, he hasn't got much to kick to, though. He's got Marcus in the middle, he might have to go there.
This is where they're holding up.
Yeah, and now he goes wide to Gibson, Marcus. Connors, Marcus goes up, good mark. He's a very good mark overhead, Eugene Marcus. He's taken it at half back, drives it long towards half forward, or Mick Turner had his name written on it. Nobody else there. Handball off to David White. Runs free, goes with the right boot, back towards Marcus. He goes up, Pilgrim. Oh. Well, half-hearted effort in the end. Pilgrim handball over the top to Tyquin, has to get back on the left boot, breaks free. Tigger shows a bit of form, goes long with the left boot. Has he put it in?
Yes,
it hasn't made the distance, Purcell. Has taken the mark in the last line defence. Laurie willing it home, but wasn't there. Purcell goes wide to Sean Rundle, can't take the mark. Does it stay in? Yes, Andrews against him, has to get up. Handball was okay to Hill. Hill has to stand in the tackle as well. And Reuter off the ground, goes towards half-back. Gunn. Handball back to Reuter, the big man. Handball over the top. Shields has to make up a bit of ground. Probably can't do so before it's out of bounds, and can't. And it will be a throw-in on centre wing.
And I was watching Phil Egan running out here in front of us before. Laurie, definitely not fit.
Not fit, no. No, I think he would have been on a lot earlier if he was.
Ball thrown in, centre wing on the change room side, southern side here at Richmond Crescent. Ross Dillon, fine job, gets the ball, looks for somebody to support him. Well, that wasn't a bad looking sort of a kick there from Delahant off the side of the boot, and it's gone to the advantage of Matty East. Well, he had a bounce, dropped it, still had time to come back, get clear on the left foot, and now bombs it toward the goal square. Who's in there? Ronnie Pilgrim at the back, and well, great use of the body, and well, I think he's just letting Damien Williams know how good a mark it was, isn't he? Well, you've got to see it to believe it. Ronnie Pilgrim, 1 metre out, well, the slightest of angles, and this kick to put the Bannockburn side in front. What a great comeback in this third quarter. Pilgrim off one step, he's put it right through. That's his third for the day, and on the Lexus of Wyndham scoreboard, that makes Bannockburn 11 goals, 9, 75. Now 1 point in front of East Geelong, 12-74. We've been playing 27 minutes in the third quarter.
It just goes to show, if you're prepared to run with the ball, what a difference can make to the team structure. East Geelong were doing all the running with the ball early in the game, and up to half-time. After half-time, Bannockburn have come out and they've been prepared to run, take a few little risks, and it paid dividends.
Well, changing the ruck for East Geelong. Shane Hayes is in there.
Good move.
He'll be up against Ross Dillon. Andy Reuter is on the wing, actually, so he'll be running off the wing behind Hayes. Hayes goes up. Dillon gets it down to Egan. Egan leaves it behind, coming over Gunn. Can't take it with him. Senjov in support. Slick little handball back towards the big man, Hayes. Bends over. Tyquin against him. Also coming in was Rundle. Hayes there again, fighting hard. Shuffle the handball out to Thompson. Missed him, though. Matthew East. Handball to Egan. Fall to the ball. Kicks it. But just sets it up for Shane Andrews, and the drainer takes the mark.
Tell you what, they're looking good.
They are. They've turned it around, haven't they? A few changes. And Shane Andrews at full forward, one of them, led out there and on the end of a Phil Egan pass. And we'll line up from 35 metres out, directly in front. Comes in now, left boot. And I think it's pretty close. Troy College is pretty confident, running up to him. And the umpire comes back in and says, yes, it's a goal. So that's his second. And... well, the 13th for, the 12th for Bannockburn. They go to 12-9-81, and they lead East Geelong now 12-2-74.
Laurie,
Lex the Wyndham third quarter
the
scoreboard.
centre of the ground, Wayne Tyquin's body use, his desperation to get into the footy and feed it out. Gee, that was good.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. And there was one, two out, and then long kick on the leading Andrews. You can't beat that, Eric. That's top football.
Back with the umpire, 28.5 minutes, third quarter. Shane Hayes doing the work. Dillon right over the top again. Punches it forward 20 metres. Well, picked up there by Rundle. Well, I don't know what. Looked like a fairly good hip and shoulder, but the umpire's decreed that something was amiss. So Rundle gets the free kick just still in the centre square, just backward of the centre. Kicks it high in the air. Well, Reuter shepherded David White out, but Ross Dillon just chipped in and took the mark. Gets it across to Matty East. Over the top, and now Bannockburn are running. Well, yes, bounced pretty well for Kevin Connors. He goes right across the ground to Lincoln East. He plays on quickly now, chips Andrews it to full forward, and Andrews, well, he's just got a little bit too much toe for Johnny Stefanovski, and they've obviously put him back at fullback, and Hill is on Tyquin at centre half back, and you wonder whether that change might have been the wrong one, Laurie, because both positions Bannockburn have taken over. Yeah,
it probably was, Eric. I think John Stefanovski should have stayed with Wayne.
With the ball now, Shane Andrews kicking from 35 on the left foot. Oh, good looking kick. He's kicked right through that one, and he's kicked 2 goals in 2 minutes now, has Shane Andrews. He's third for the game and the 13th for the Bannockburn side. And haven't they come back in this third quarter? 13-9-87. They now lead East Geelong 12-74, and that's 30 minutes into the third quarter.
Well, Shane Andrews, I consider him as what I call a touch player. When his touch is on, when he hits those hands, he holds the ball in, and on a strong lead, he's going to beat anyone there. I mean, he's going to be far too strong for Stefanowski, and he's got a good pair of hands when he's on, and he's right on at the moment, and they're going to have to stop the supply of the ball going there.
Back in the middle, Hayes, Dylan. Hayes gets it down, back towards the big man again, loses the footy. O'Connor in there, and Colliger fighting hard for it. Still there, off hands Colliger, gets the kick away towards centre half forward. Lynch, good mark. Been pushed onto Harding to quiet him down. And there is the siren for three-quarter time. And, well, if you've just tuned in, you would have thought that Bannockburn have been in control, because 13-9-87, they lead East Geelong 12-2-74, but they've kicked 7 goals. In fact, they've kicked 8 goals 3 to 1 goal 2 in that third term, and they're 13-9-87. They lead East Geelong 12-2-74. The goal kickers to three-quarter time: 4 to Brett Harding, and 3 each to Shane Andrews and Ron Pilgrim, 2 to Matthew East, and a single goal to Troy Colliger. While for East Geelong, 4 to Shane Hayes, 3 to Sean O'Leary, 2 to Dave Peters, and singles to Nathan Murray, Andrew Reuter, and to Marty DeLang.